Yo, what's up everyone? Welcome to another one. Today I'm going to be using a quad tab of Aberrant fossils on this Quiver in order to hopefully get these two mods together. The odds are against us. However, if this does fuck up, I will probably do another quad tab and see how that goes. But anyway, we're looking for Chaos damage over time multiplier and damage over time multiplier. One source is a hunter, the other source is no source, it's just a quiver as default, by default on the quiver. An alternative way to get this is by using remove add chaos, and then it has a semi-decent weighting of 5,000. But that's possible. However, there's also going to be chaos resistance in that same pool. So I figured, why not try this? It's going to make for a decent video. So yeah, let's get into it. I think we're going to go ahead and search for this in the bar, since that will light some stuff up, which could be cool. I'm going to go ahead and take out 6 of these in the middle here, and let's give it a try. Oh, we're having a there we go. All right, there's the chaos damage over time multiplier. Is not what we're looking for. Chaos damage over time multiplier again. We're looking for that one too. However, that's the more common of the two. So since Aberrant increases the weighting of the chaos damage over time multiplier, that is obviously the easier one to hit. It's unfortunately I'm not able to filter for the other damage over time multiplier separately, because chaos damage over time multiplier also has damage over time multiplier in its name. Gonna go ahead and get through this. Let's see. Nope. So this is gonna be an upgrade for Duck. Not really looking to craft for profits here. However, Aberrant spamming is known to be quite profitable on a number of items actually. You can do it on amulets. You can do it on, well, quivers. Those are really profitable. This quiver in particular, not so profitable, and the reason to that is because this quiver is a fractured base. Or not a fractured base, my bad. It's actually a splitted base by using a beast called the Phenomenal Plague Arachnid. That is how you get to this base, and that makes it already worth at least one beast, which is not too much. It's about 2 exalts in standard league at the moment. A little bit more in league. You're obviously gonna get it for cheaper, but the base might not be there. On top of that, I invested a Hunter's Exalted Orb into this and an Awakener Orb. So that brings the total cost of this quiver alone up to about... What's this? It's not it. These are the 2 mods, but they're ranked here. But yeah, that brings the total cost of this quiver upwards to about 10 exalts-ish. So if you were to craft quivers for profit, I would suggest to not do it on a Ornate quiver. However, people will pay extra if it does end up becoming a really good quiver. The downside of that is obviously that if you hit something mediocre, that potentially could be sellable. We're probably going to see some of those. That means that those are going to be significantly harder to, or probably not sellable, because there's going to be someone out there who did it on a different quiver who hit better mods than you did, And people will just simply not pay the extra 10x just for the sake of the base being a ornate quiver. So eventually, once I do hit the 2 mods that I'm looking for, I will want to either finish it with a Frenzy Charge on Crit Craft, or potentially with Critical Strike Multiplier, which with Perfect Agony turns into more damage over time multiplier. So it will be a pseudo triple damage over time multiplier quiver. Don't seem to be too lucky here. I'm getting a lot of the Chaos multi, but again, the chance of hitting the double tier 1 is quite low. Not quite sure what I'm looking at, but I'm thinking it's about 30% chance that I get it within these resonators that I have right here. So odds are definitely against me. I was actually inspired by a friend of mine, Chromis, to do this video. I was gonna craft this anyway, and I was like, why not pre-stack a bunch of resonators and then make a short video out of it, you know, like. This, in my opinion, I used to really enjoy Chromis videos where he used to do this, and I always found it fun to watch, even though it's a very simple something, you know. It's interesting to see others craft, and especially with fossils. That's funny. So shout out to Chromist if you guys haven't heard of the guy. He's a very knowledgeable and kind UE player. You can learn a lot from his videos. Man, I see the multiplier and I instantly think like, oh shit, this is something. But I'm kind of bummed out that I cannot search for the normal DoT multi, because it's gonna just constantly proc on the Chaos DoT multi now. But at the same time, I would have to hit both at once, so not like it really matters. No luck. Even with a low confidence of, well, relatively low confidence of 63. Craft of Exile told me this would take almost 1,000 burnt fossils. It's a decent amount, but it's still a realistic number. It's not high enough for me to be disgusted by it. Other than unstacking the resonators, it's not the most exciting content. Okay, start to get, well, not low, but definitely going fast with them now. Ooh. Nope, nope, nope. You guys happen to enjoy these kind of videos, do let me know. It helps me as far as being able to provide content that you guys enjoy watching. And since I'm doing these kind of things anyway, it's kind of like a heads up to me, like, yo, if you're gonna do it anyway, you know, you might as well upload it if you guys enjoy it, you know. Because I enjoy making this. I pretty much do this. I wouldn't say daily, but especially when I have a new character going on with a new project, then oh, that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. It's double tier 1, but it's fire dot multi. Wow. I'm actually wondering if that's sellable. I don't think there are a whole lot of burning arrow builds that will use something like this. Let's make this a bit educational, right? Let's for both you and me. I have no idea if this is what they would be looking for. Fire damage over time multiplier and damage over time multiplier. Oop. Also, a tip, if you didn't know, if you use a tilde, I think it's called, it's the swirly thing. It's kind of hard to see here. Maybe if I put it in here. That thing, the swirly thing, if you put that in the search bar, you can search for different. You don't have to go for a level of socketed gems. You can be like gem socketed level, which is completely the wrong way to normally write that. Or time over damage multiplier. You know, like if you do that, it doesn't really matter what order you make the sentence in. It will give you the search of the specific like words inside the thing. Yeah, can do that later. Let's see. So the lowest here would be 16 and 21. 16 here and 20 there. Let's take a look. So guys, a corrupted one here. Alright, we're gonna have to look for a quiver. I didn't expect there to be so many okay. What if I go to category? Quiver. Ah, there we go. Alright, so there's an Ornate quiver for 58 with max fire res, so I guess that's some sort of RF quiver. Here is a... Okay, I think this looks like money, so... I guess we'll keep that. Wait, was the last mod actually removable? It's stun. Okay, so I should have checked that earlier. So it's stun, which means that it has to be annulled. So let's at least try to save it. Now we at least know that this is something that is worth... Okay, unfortunate. That it's something that's definitely could be money. I was surprisingly unlikely to hit that because I'm waiting towards the chaos damage over time multiplier, not the fire damage over time multiplier. So with fossils giving it 10 times more multiplier or more weight multiplier towards whatever it says, in this case chaos, I was actually 10 times more likely to hit chaos damage over time multiplier rather than fire damage over time multiplier. So I really hope that didn't eat up all my RNG. Although I think of... Funny question. How do you guys think RNG like, if you're a believer, how do you think RNG is calculated? Because like I was talking to this with Jax the other day and I was like, can you get mad at someone for like buying your item and then him corrupting it and he gets something good, or do you think it's player oriented, or do you think it's based on you know, like what do you think is deciding it, kind of, you know? Because it's almost like a question like, do you believe in God at this point? But personally, I believe that I don't believe in RNG, in the sense that I don't think that just because I hit that means that I cannot hit something else. Like, RNG is a thing, but it's more like, I guess, do you think karma is a thing or something? Like, because I hit that, I won't hit something else. I don't really believe in that. I think that in 3 resonators, I could potentially hit a good, like something good in all of them, right? Like, I don't think of RNG as like something that you either have or you don't. Like, it's just always there and can always happen. It's a pretty good quiver, honestly. For like TR, I guess. But see, that's the problem with this quiver. Like, that could have been sellable. That could have been very sellable if it wasn't on this base, because this base automatically makes the quiver worth, or for me to profit off this quiver, I would need to at least have to make 10x, because it costs me 10x to get a new base, right? So anything above that would be profit. But since I'm also a bit lazy and something may not sell, like, that's also a risk factor. Just because you're listing something doesn't mean it actually sells. So for me, I would want at least like 30, something that is price checked at 30x. If I price check something, is like, in this case, like a 10. Ooh, what is this? No. If I price check something and I see that the price is like 35x and my investment cost, which in this case, for example, is 10x, I would say, okay, worth. Means I can drop all the way down to 20, and then if it sells at 20, I would still profit. In those cases, I think it's worth it. If I have a 10x investment into an item like this, which isn't also much, but like, it's trading, right? It costs time for you to split it. Awaken Orb, and if you don't have any of these materials, that means that you have to go buy them, which costs time. So if I price something at 15x, 20x, I'm not really bothered with it. I'm thinking like, is it worth, is the 5x profit, potential profit, because it doesn't even mean that it necessarily will sell. Next thing you know, you're stuck with a base that you spent 10x on that didn't sell. But even if it sells, like, is that 5x, is that 10x worth your hassle? I think that's so. Is this it? Oh, tier 2, dude. I'm really tempted to... See, I'm really tempted to keep this. I think this could be money. Oh, if that was 1% higher, it would have been tier 1 KS.multi. But, let's go check that. So instead of fire.mult, we're gonna go chaos. Damage over time multiplier. And we're gonna look for the number 16. Double 16s. So, okay, so in this case, we're looking at least 50x. So this one, I would say, is definitely worth selling, or maybe even crafting up and then selling. A very easy way for me to craft this one now is by Reforge Keep Suffixes. It's a decent project. It's really nice to have some stuff to work on during harvest. I'm glad this came out of it. I will go ahead and fracture, and I'll go split a new base. So I guess I'll just bring you guys along. If I have the yellow beasts, I'll show you how this is done. So it's a really simple process, honestly. But I'm not 100% sure if I have the yellow beast. If I don't have the yellow beast, I'll go get the yellow beast, and then I'll resume the video. I do actually. Okay, so how this is done is through a Venomous Plagued Arachnid, which is this animal right here. It's in the Arachnid family. Here it is. Basically, it allows you to split an item in two. So split one item into two. Essentially, that means duping an item. In this case, since it's an exclusive based ordered quiver, usually not possible to obtain. It's highly wanted by those who don't really need the implicits of other quivers, which in particular are spell builds. Anyway, you simply do the craft, you kill the guy, you get one here, and one will drop on the floor right there. Simple, you have two. Now, the rest of this kind of speaks for itself. I personally like to scour this one again because that one goes in the guild stash, because I keep every single base in the guild stash as well, in case the boys want it. Next part speaks for itself. You go ahead and buy the orb that you need, which for me is Hunter's Exalted Orb. There is an alternative way to do this, which would be beneficial to do in League, which is by using, you can use these imprints of magic items, and then you can make it a magic item by making it blue. And what you can then do is you can potentially imprint it, go to harvest and add an influence to armor. I think it's considered armor, so add an influence to armor. And then you can add the influence, and if it adds Elder or Hunter, then you win. And if it adds anything else, you probably still win. For the sake of like reselling, you would win. But in this case, if you lose, if you don't get what you want, you can put the imprint back on the item and it will lose the influence. You can go again. That's a very good way to go about with that. Okay. Let's go ahead and that onto that, and there we go. There's the new base, so that's how that is made. So simple as that. We're gonna go ahead and go for damage over time multiplier. And let's see if I can actually get an upgrade for me. This one was very close. If that would have hit tier 1s, I would have been very satisfied with that. But unfortunately, we did not. So we're just going to go ahead and finish up these. And pray that something comes out of it. However, as some people would say, my RNG is used up by now. Let's see who was right. Because even hitting the tier 2 Chaos, Chaos multi is very good. It's actually the normal dot multi that is not the Chaos multi. The one that's on the base naturally, that is the harder one to hit, so it unfortunately only has a weighting of 300. Well, the other one is like 5,000 or whatever. Although alternatively you could use Harvest Crafting, remove add Chaos, to potentially get the Chaos damage over time multiplier. That's also a very relevant way. And I'm not sure if it's better, but could save some money. I already had these Aberrants lying around, and it's not like the Resonators are and the Aberrant Fossils are the most expensive things in the world, so I find it quite bearable. That was actually almost decent. Come on, can we get a couple more results on this? So, should I not get this now, I will still upload this video. And I will go again another time. I will keep this base handy somewhere. And I'll just upload whenever I continue to craft on it. Looks like we're not gonna get it here. Last 8-ish or whatever the hell it is. Can we get one more hit? No. No. Yep. No. Alright, so that was it. Got one decent quiver out of it, so that one I think is gonna sell for about 45 exalts. If I had to guess, maybe 50. I'm not sure. The prices seemed quite high. The investment for my part is about a quad tab of Aberrants and Resonators, which doesn't add up to be all too much, maybe about 10x, which means that in this case this is a profit of 25x. Ish, give or take. I might be able to get more of it because the other ones were on worse bases. So again, maybe someone is willing to pay a little bit extra for it. I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish it, and then I'll sell it for a juicy 250, 250x. It's not too rough to finish this. So yeah, Entropy Hail Ornate Quiver remains a project for now, and I'll be using Morbid Quill. It's decent. It's not great, but I would really like to hit that triple dot multi or double dot multi crypt multi on this eventually. So I will upload this video. I will continue on that later on this quiver, and probably the same mannered video, another quad tab of Aberrants coming up for that one later. And we'll see what we get then. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the long upload. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. If you do, then please do let me know. Give me a thumbs up, or give me a thumbs down. It's really good message, or a good and easy way for me to know if you guys enjoyed the video or not. So whether you liked it or disliked it, be honest, let me know what you think. I'll be live streaming from every weekday, Monday to Friday, and currently I and my friend Jaxie are working on a spreadsheet, which I'll link in the description as well. It's a Delirium spreadsheet, and we're trying to get a decent amount of sample size for in this case, for now, it's just a Promenade particular map, the Promenade with the Nemesis Fracture. Later, I might swap just to get sample size on other maps. But for now, it's just Promenade. But I'll leave a link in the description. You can go check that out, see what we're doing. And if you're interested in seeing the live farming that's happening from Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Central European time, so that is the time in Berlin, Amsterdam, Oslo, Central European time, so it's like GMT +1. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a good evening. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching.